أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، خاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Tuesday night program of Dua Tawassul. Inshallah, we will start our program with the recitation of Dua Tawassul, but prior to that, a couple of announcements, as you can see on the screen. Inshallah, today was the 30th day of the month of Shaban, and tomorrow will be the first of Shahr Ramadan. So congratulations to all of us, and on the beginning of this blessed month, in which we inshallah be able to perform the ibadat and the obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially in the nights that are about to come and towards the end in the Layali al-Qadr. Masjid-e-Ali, inshallah, this year, of course, because of pandemic, the program will not be full-fledged the way it used to be prior to last year before pandemic. But inshallah, as we're making slow and gradual progress, program will be done in person and as well as online. Just a reminder that inshallah tomorrow the programs will officially begin for the next 29 nights until Shab-e Eid, and inshallah we will have online as well as in-person programs Monday through Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as you might have seen in the email that was sent out, program will be online only. So tomorrow's program, which will be the first of the month of Ramadan, will be online only. We will begin with the group recitation of Holy Quran, as we've done in the past, followed by recitation of Dua Iftitah, and followed by speech. Program will end with the Adhan of Maghribain. Because it is only online, program will end with these Adhan. From Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so Thursday to Sunday, program will be in hybrid, both online and in person. The schedule will be the same, that it will start at 6:30 with the group recitation of Quran, followed by Dua Iftitah, followed by speech. And from Thursday to Sunday, as there will be people in attendance, we will end the program with Salatul Maghribain. And after the Salat, of course, there will be takeout iftar for those people who have registered and those who are in person attending the program. When registration is required, email was sent out with the appropriate links for one to go ahead and register. We ask and urge that those who have not registered from refraining from coming to not be turned down at the door. Make sure that there's plenty of time to file in your registrations so that we can keep account of those who are coming in on regular basis, and we can monitor. Of course, this will be done with all of the precautions as far as taking the temperature is concerned, and using the hand sanitizers, and maintaining the distance which is required, not shaking hands or hugging each other, any of those things. And inshallah, we'll try to limit the use of common areas as well. So these are the announcements that were sent out in the email. I'm sure you saw it. So programs, inshallah, will be starting from tomorrow night, Wednesday, April 14th. Monday through Wednesday will be online. Thursday through Sunday, online and in person. For in-person, registration is a must. And programs will run from 6:30 until Salatul Maghrib. Hopefully, you guys can join us in these programs and benefit from it, inshallah. Let's move forward with the recitation of Dua Tawassul. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. اللهم إني أسألك وأتوجه إليك بنبيك نبي الرحمة محمد صلى الله عليه وآله يا أبا القاسم يا رسول الله يا إمام الرحمة يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا أمير المؤمنين يا علي بن أبي طالب يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا فاطمة الزهراء يا بنت محمد يا قرة عين الرسول يا سيدتنا ومولاتنا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيهة عند الله اشفعي لنا عند الله يا أبا محمد يا حسن بن علي أيها المجتبى يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا عبد الله يا حسين بن علي أيها الشهيد يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن الحسين يا زين العابدين يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا جعفر يا محمد بن علي أيها الباقر يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا عبد الله يا جعفر بن محمد أيها الصادق يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا الحسن يا موسى بن جعفر أيها الكاظم يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن موسى أيها الرضا يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا جعفر يا محمد بن علي أيها التقي الجواد يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن محمد أيها الهادي النقي يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا محمد يا حسن بن علي أيها الزكي العسكري يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا وصي الحسن والخلف الحجة أيها القائم المنتظر المهدي يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. Ask for your hajat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tawassul. يا سادتي وموالي إني توجهت بكم أئمتي وعدتي ليوم فقري وحاجتي إلى الله، وتوسلت بكم إلى الله، واستشفعت بكم إلى الله، فاشفعوا لي عند الله، واستنقذوني من ذنوبي عند الله، فإنكم وسيلتي إلى الله، وبحبكم وبقربكم أرجو نجاة من الله، فكونوا عند الله رجائي. يا سادتي يا أولياء الله، صلى الله عليهم أجمعين، ولعن الله أعداء الله ظالميهم من الأولين والآخرين، آمين رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. لأرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات فاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين، اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Let's also remember those people who are in need of dua, and those who are not feeling well physically, spiritually, financially, those who are struggling. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them all a quick and swift recovery from whatever it is that they're suffering. Let's recite this dua, this ayat from Surah Naml together 5 times. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه يكشف السوء 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 ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، خاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى وقوله الحق وهو أصدق القائلين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه، ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر، يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر، ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. On this eve of the first of Mahi Mubarak Ramadan, tomorrow inshallah will be the first day of the month of Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem to all, Ramadan Mubarak to all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity that we benefit fully from all that this month has to offer. As far as the ayat that I recited, inshallah, I'll be very brief. Tonight, this is the Dua Tawassul program that we had going on for the past few months. It'll come to halt for the next 4 weeks, as we will have daily programs here in Masjid-e-Ali, online as well as in person. I made the announcements initially and showed the screens that from Monday through Wednesday, that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the program will only be online, starting at 6:30 with group recitation of Quran, followed by Dua Iftatah and the speech, and we'll conclude with Adhan and Maghrib. And from Thursday through Sunday, the program will be both in person as well as online, and in-person registration is required for those who want to take part in person. And the schedule will remain the same: 6:30 group recitation of Quran, Dua Iftatah, followed by the speech, And we will have Salatul Maghriban from Thursday through Sunday. And iftar will be served not on the premise, but as a takeout tabarruk. Iftar will be given out, inshallah. So that is the program schedule for the month of Ramadan. And inshallah, as we get closer to the nights of Majalis and Shab Qadr, and more announcements will come out. Very quickly, without taking too much of your time, I'm sure many people were fasting today as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your ibadat. The ayat which I recited is from Surah Baqarah, ayat number 185. Normally we begin this month by reciting this ayah, and you hear this a great deal, especially in the beginning of the month of Ramadan, as these are the ayat which were revealed speaking about the month of Ramadan. So this ayat says the month of Ramadan is the month in which Quran was revealed, a guide for the people, the most authoritative of all guidance, and a criteria to discern from right from wrong. Any one of you who knows that the month of Ramadan has begun, he must start to fast. Those who are sick or on a journey have to fast the same number of days at another time, as God does not want to impose any hardship upon you. He wants you to have comfort so that you may complete the fast, glorify God for his having given you guidance, and that perhaps you would give him thanks. A lengthy ayah which begins by giving us the important event that takes place during this month, which is the revelation of Quran. Talks about the features of Quran, which is it's a guidance to mankind, the most authoritative of the guidances. Then turns to the concept of shuhud and witnessing the month. When Allah says, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ, that whoever witnesses and knows that the month of Ramadan has begun. So the concept of witness is to be able to witness the hilal, or someone gives you the news that majority of the time we don't really get to see it ourselves. Someone tells us that moon was sighted, and so we follow their witness. So whoever gives you the witness that they have sighted the moon, or if you sight it yourself, then it is upon you to start fasting. That's as far as the fiqhi concept of the beginning of Ramadan is concerned. And whoever is marid aw ala safarin, or whoever is on a journey, they must fast outside of Ramadan to make up the qada for the reason that they couldn't fast due to their sickness or the fact that they were traveling. Why? Because Allah wants to make things easy for you. He does not want to impose hardship upon you, so that you may complete those days and that you may regard Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, glorify him, having given you this guidance, and perhaps you would thank him. So this is the rough translation of the ayat which I recited. When we look at the month of Ramadan, the word Ramadan has appeared in Quran once. What is the meaning of this word? In Majma al-Bahrain, the word is derived from Ramadan, Ra, Mim, and Wad, which means hot and burning sand, or the stones that are directly receiving the sunlight. And so they are burning hot due to the direct sun rays or the sunlight shining upon them. Therefore, this month is called Ramadan, because due to its special features, it removes the means of sinning and misleading. Moreover, removes the obstacles that get in the way of perfection for mankind. It provides opportunities for one to better their akhlaq by self-reform and purification. Zamakhshari, one of the scholars of Quran, he stated that it is called Ramadan because this month burns your sins into ashes. So the word itself meant that the sand upon which sun is shining and it's burning hot, the stone upon which sun shines and it's burning hot. It says similarly, it's called Ramadan because this month is the month in which sins are burned to ashes. So that's one of the features of this month. According to some traditions, the word Ramadan is also amongst the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Person by the name Sa'ad ibn Turayf, he said, we were in the company of our fifth Imam, Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam, and there came about a discussion, and we started talking about the month of Ramadan. Imam said, فقال لا تقولوا هذا رمضان ولا ذهب رمضان ولا جاء رمضان. Imam said, don't say this is Ramadan, or Ramadan left, or Ramadan came. فإن رمضان اسم من اسماء الله. Indeed, the month of Ramadan is a name amongst the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ولا يجيء ولا يذهب إنما يجيء ويذهب الزائل. It does not come or go, because coming and going is associated with that which, you know, is ready to expire, or, you know, to go away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's no expiration. ولكن قولوا شهر رمضان. Instead of saying just the name Ramadan, say شهر رمضان, the month of Ramadan. فالشهر مضاف إلى الاسم. And because this is added as to the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the word Ramadan, the shahr is added to it, so that you may speak of it with respect and dignity. You know how when you call upon someone with their name, or you associate something along with their name to show respect to them. So for example, when you call upon your teacher, instead of calling just them by their name, you say, well, Professor so-and-so, teacher, Miss so-and-so, Mr. so-and-so. The fact that you don't call upon their name, and if you did, it would be considered disrespect. Similar is the concept over here as far as the month of Ramadan is concerned. He said it's the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَهُوَ الشَّهْرُ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ فِيهِ الْقُرْآنِ جَعَلَهُ مَثَلًا وَعِيدًا. So therefore we understand this is the importance of the month of Ramadan, that the word Ramadan has appeared in Quran only once. And it's the only one in which is mentioned by its name in Quran. And so I explained the literal meaning of the name of this, the word of Ramadan, and why it is called that. Of course, Quran was revealed in this month on the night of Qadr, and there are different types of revelations which we have spoken of, that Quran in its entirety was revealed in this month. In fact, there are other riwayat that not just the month of Ramadan, but also other books were also revealed in this month. And as far as the revelation, in fact, all of the books of divine books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent were revealed in this month. There's a riwayat in this reference where Imam Masum, when he's speaking about the month of Ramadan, he mentions all of the books that were revealed. So he begins by saying the first book that was revealed in this month was Tawrat, which was revealed on the 6th day. The second book which was revealed was Injil, which was on the 12th day. Zabur was also revealed, which was on the 17th or the 18th day. And Quran was revealed, which was on the 23rd day, or the last 10 days of the month. So this is how Masumin have mentioned as far as the revelation of the month of Quran is concerned. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in hadith that all of the divine scriptures were revealed in this month. Islam is an easy religion. Its laws are based on ease and comfort. This is why if anyone is a traveler or sick, it is not wajib upon them to fast. Now someone might say, well, I don't feel difficulty when I'm fasting and traveling. In fact, it will be bar upon me if I didn't fast during the month of Ramadan due to travel, because then it'll be very difficult for me to make up. It's not so much of a physical difficulty, because I give you an example. Many of us who live here in Somerset area or Central Jersey attend Masjid-e-Ali. For almost all of us, our salat is qasr when we enter New York City because of the distance and of course, it being another city. And the laws of travel apply to all of us. So whenever we are in New York, we would be praying qasr. And therefore, wherever you pray qasr, you cannot fast. You say, well, I don't really feel like a traveler when I go to New York because it's not that far away. It's only 45 minutes to 50 minutes drive, to maybe an hour long drive if I hit traffic, and then I come back. I'll give you an example that a person who goes to New York on daily basis for work, and there are many people, for them, they must fast while they're traveling and they should pray full. So it's not so much about you and I who don't go there every day and the person who goes there on every daily basis. What's the difference? Difference is, isn't that person traveling? And we are also traveling. So the difference is not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you here that it is difficult or not difficult for you. Of course, back in the day when people didn't have these means of travel with comfort, it must have been difficult. But today it's the means of having the concept of ita'at and obedience to the hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why it is recommended not to travel during this month. Aside from the fact, if it is your work-related travel, then there's nothing wrong. And we had these short videos that we produced to address many of these issues. So therefore, if wudu is difficult or harmful, do tayammum. If one cannot pray standing, you should sit down and you pray. You can't pray while sitting down, you should lay down and you pray. This is derived from the law known as qaida la haraj. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to impose difficulty upon you. And it may have been difficulty on people before. He said it may not be difficult for me today, so why should I apply to me? It should apply to you because of the concept of obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if we change the law based on people, then you would go ahead and do this in other areas as well. Someone might come and say, well, music is haram, but it doesn't really affect me. The reasons for which music is haram, it doesn't really affect me that way. So that means I can listen to it, for example. Or something else would be then changed. So the concept of obedience is before anything else. We don't fast or travel while we're traveling because, not because so much that it is difficult for us, so much so because it is a hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are his followers, and we must oblige to whatever he has asked us to do. I will remain content with this much tonight, and inshallah we will have the programs on daily basis starting tomorrow. So hopefully you will take part in it virtually, or if you register, inshallah we'll see you in person in masjid. Have a blessed entire month of Ramadan. One note about the niyat of fasting. You have two ways of doing that. You can either do the niyat on daily basis. That means prior to the Salatul Fajr, you must utter in your head or your mind, run this niyat through that I'm fasting for day 1 of the month of Ramadan, wajib qurbatan Allah, just like you make the niyat for your salat. You must go and say this in your mind even. For example, if you didn't wake up for suhoor and you slept through it, for example, which means you also miss your salat, which is not right. But you have until Dhuhr time to make up the niyat if you haven't eaten anything or that for that matter. But another way is that you can make the niyat for the entire month on the first night. So tonight, when you wake up for suhoor, you can make that I make the niyat to fast for the 30 days of the month of Ramadan, or however many days there are in the month of Ramadan. So you make the niyat for that. And even if you forget on daily basis, since you have made the niyat on the first night, it will count for all of the days that are to come. So that's one way of making niyat in case a person forgets. Inshallah, we'll see you on daily basis for the next 29 or 30 nights. Hopefully you can join us, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq to fully benefit from this Shahr Ramadan. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Mutawajjih ziyarat. Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah, assalamu alaikum ya Nabi Allah, assalamu alaikum ya Habib Allah, assalamu alaikum ya Khairatullah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum ya Abdullah, assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah, assalamu alaikum wa ala jaddik wa abik wa ala ummika wa akhik wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء، السلام عليك يا معين الضعفاء والفقراء، السلام عليك يا شمس شموس وانيس النفوس ايها المدفون بارض الطوسلي بن موسى الرضا ورحمه الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان، السلام عليك يا امام الانس والجان، السلام عليك يا شريك القران. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله مخرجك وظهورك وجعلنا من اوانك وانصارك ورحمه الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد.